You ever wonder if life is going somewhere? Well, we'll look at that in today's promise. It's day 28, 30 days, 30 promises of God. And today's promise comes from Philippians 1:6. Here it is in the NLT. And I am certain that God, who began the good work in you, will continue his work until it is finally finished on the day when Christ Jesus returns. Here it is in the CSB. I am sure of this, that he who started a good work in you will carry it on to completion until the day of Christ Jesus. We read it in two different versions. We ask, what's it say about God? What's it say about people? What am I going to do about it? Who am I going to tell about it? Pause the video, answer those questions for yourself. Put them in the comments to encourage me and others, and then come back for a little more. So I'm a filmmaker in my background, and I've also written some books, and so I think a lot about story and storytelling, and I've tried to learn a lot about it. And one of the simple ways that we break down stories is what we call 3-act structure. And so essentially your hero gets into some kind of situation, tries to get out of it, and then there's some sort of resolution. They either get out of it or they don't. Usually they get out of it, especially if it's a happy story. And so it's interesting, the wording here in this verse, because it takes our life and puts it in the form of a story, that there's some good work that's going on and that it's going to be seen to completion. That sometimes we feel like we're going through stuff and we feel like there's no point, and we wonder where's this going. And this verse reminds us that there's a good work that's been started in us, but there's going to be some rising conflict, some rising action. There's going to be some confrontation that has to take place in order to get to the really good ending, which is going to be at a higher place than where we started. So what does it say about God? Well, it says that God is the author of our story, and he's the author of the story, the big overarching story of all of humanity and all of existence. What does it say about people? Well, it says that we're in the middle of it. We're in the middle of God's story. We're also in the middle of our story. But one of the great things is we already know what the end is going to be. So if you're on God's team, you already know the end, and you can have security in that, and you can build a bridge between where you are now and the end. So what am I going to do about it? Well, today I'm going to reflect on the last month of this year, what we have left, and I'm going to try and figure out, is there anything that I have left undone that I need to do before the end of the year to make sure my story is continuing toward that end that I know is coming for me and for all of creation. So that's what I'm going to do. What are you going to do? Who are you going to share this with? Who are you going to encourage with this? And thanks for watching, and I'll see you tomorrow.